Well, the father of Melbourne footballer Joel Smith is speaking out this morning, raising fears his son is being used as a scapegoat to cover up drug use in the AFL. Shaun Smith joins us live from Melbourne now. Shaun, good to see you. Joel is facing a multi-year suspension after testing positive to cocaine in August. You reckon he's been made the fall guy?
Well, all the noise is coming out that he's an isolated incident. That actually was some of the message coming from the footy club. If you think Joel's an isolated incident, you need to open your eyes. It's rife through society, and the AFL obviously have a massive issue with this. They even came out a month ago, admitted that they did off the book testing to pretty much cover it up, I would say.
I mean, there is a lot of thought around this being, a widespread issue within the AFL. We saw tragically the news about former footballer Harley Ballock, who died after a battle with substance abuse a couple of years ago. And now that is the subject of a Sport Integrity Australia investigation into the AFL's drug policy. His family is concerned not enough care was provided to their son. Is that how you see it?
Well, you've got to look at just the workplace in itself. If the AFL are doing off-the-book testing to avoid being caught on game day, that's pretty much enabling young men who have got a bit of money in their pocket to take drugs and get away with it. There's pictures of AFL players with white powder, and there's obviously some known players with some struggles, current players with drug issues. And it just seems like the AFL are doing nothing about it. And obviously, what Joel did, I don't condone or agree with, and he regrets it greatly. But he's not a lone wolf by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, Shaun, how do you see it in terms of the AFL getting it right? I mean, the AFL Players Association, led by Paddy Dangerfield, says the AFL's policy has undoubtedly saved lives. What do you think they're doing wrong then?
Well, I think that's just a very good statement from Patrick Dangerfield, because he's the president of the PA. It's not saving lives. It's actually enabling young men to take drugs and get away with it. They need to scrap that illicit drug policy and start again.
Where do they start?
Well, I just reckon regular testing twice a week. If you test players twice a week, and you want to take drugs, you're not going to be playing football for much, for long. So you have to toe the line, and it's meant to be a high performance environment, professionalism, and cocaine shouldn't be part of that, or any other drug.
Shaun, there's no doubt Joel is obviously caught in the middle of this mess, right? Everyone's still trying to feel their way through it, but he's now sidelined, while this investigation is underway. For you as his dad, what's it like seeing his son go through this? How is he doing?
Well, I'm sort of making noise on behalf of a parent. I mean, this doesn't just affect the player, it affects everyone around them. And no one wants to see their children be put into an unsafe environment. Yeah. And that's pretty much what the AFL is at the moment in that regards. If things don't change, you talk to many people and they say, oh yeah, we see players out doing drugs all the time, and you go, well, that doesn't make it right. I know it's rife in society, which is a horrible blight on society, but these are professional athletes, so it shouldn't be part of their day-to-day life. The AFL will do anything to cover it up, to protect the brand. And I just see, obviously, Joel's done the wrong thing, and yes, he'll have to do his time, but he's not a lone wolf, and they're sort of making him out to be a bit of a scapegoat here. Yeah,
calling it an unsafe environment is significant. Shaun, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Sarah.